Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Group Chat. I'm one of your co-hosts, Daniel Cusimano.
I'm QT.
And I'm Jordan. Period.
Ooh, and he's not a singer.
Last name Sam. Guys, it is episode 10 recap of season 38 of The Amazing Race. It was an episode, and let's just get into it.
We just ended there. Thank you guys so much for watching.
You can follow me everywhere. Yeah. No, it was an episode, but let's just hop into it because we're all tired about this already. To start off, we're going to let you know when everybody started the leg, because I just think it's a fun
This is my favorite part of these recaps.
She said, this is what I look forward to, because I don't even know. Team 1, 11-17. Team 2, 12-02. Team 3, 12-03. Team 4, 12-04. Team 5, 12-13. So we obviously see Jack and Jazz, who, by the way, got double U-turned, finished an hour earlier than everybody else. Then we see the three teams after finish it within a minute of each other, and then the final team 12-13. You know what I really wish that Amazing Race did? I would love to see when the last place team finished compared to the team right before it. Like, I would love to see how close really was it between Eric and Tucker and Taylor and Kyle. Like, I just want to know. Like, I get you do it for the editing. Is it close? Who's it going to be? I don't know. Yada, 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 whatever. But I genuinely am like, was it close? Like, was it a foot race? Like, was it a minute? Was it 2 minutes? Because I think it gets, the audience maybe invested a little bit more. That's my thoughts on that. So
no, I agree.
We start the episode out where they are going to Milan, Italy. They have to catch a flight. So the teams on the first flight, Jag and Jazz, Chelsea and Jack, Izzy and Paige, Joseph and Adam. The flight team on flight 2 gets in about 45-50 minutes after is Kyland and Taylor. Now, let me say this to you guys, because I have a conspiracy theory, and we can obviously ask people who do the show, so whatever, but my little conspiracy theory, there's two things. Number one, when you think that they're buying a flight, do you think that they're just getting 2 tickets, or do you think they're getting 3 or 4 for their crew? Because I think that changes things up drastically.
True.
Hey, we need seats for our crew. So that's like,
yeah, that's actually really true, because they each have a cameraman and someone. So I wonder, but I feel like maybe there's the crew people are already on the flight, and then there's only so many seats after that.
Yeah, I think so, because they don't get filmed on the plane, so they don't necessarily have the cameraman
sometimes
with
they
him.
Do, though. Sometimes like
the little like iPhone footage. Yeah. Maybe each flight has like 2 or 3 crew people, and then there's people. I'm sure there's people like already there at the destination that they're going to that will like pick up from there, maybe. Yeah.
So that's question number 1. Given we can easily text people on the Amazing Race and be like, "What's the?" And I will. I'm gonna ask Kat. I'm gonna text her ASAP. No rock.
I was just thinking about Kat, but I was also thinking about the fact that this season feels like it's been going on forever. Kat feels like she was on a completely different season of this show. Like the fact that we're still in that season is nuts.
Wake that up. I'm literally gonna text her right now. Also, second conspiracy is I don't believe this whole like there's no seats left on the plane. Like, I'm just not buying it, because like, can you really think about it? What are the chances like these 4 teams perfectly were able to fit on this one flight going from Athens to Milan? Yeah. But there was only 1 seat left on the plane. Like, I think, and truthfully, it could be something they tell the ticketing agency, hey, only allow 4 teams on this flight. I just find it very weird that we deal with this every season where there wasn't enough seats on the flight. Like, girl, I fly every week. Like, and for me, I would be going to the desk agent, hey, can we get on the standby list? Like,
that's what I was thinking.
All the time, they don't make their flight, especially if it's an early morning flight. Like, they sleep in, they change it, whatever. But like, we see that very rarely of like, can I get on a standby flight? We see it very rarely.
I would be trying.
I just think there's something up where I'm like, what are the chances that they could fit, they had room for 8 people, but not 10. Like, I'm just kind of...
I think that makes total sense that, like, production would put a cap on it. I think that's fair, too.
Maybe they do it so that there could be some kind of, like, drama or whatever. Because even, like, the fact that they're going to these travel agents to get their tickets, it's like, the cameras are already all set up there. It's not just like you're going to a random travel agency and they're actually finding flights for you in the moment. Like they already know what flight it's going to be. They know how many seats are available on each thing. So yeah, I think it is a production thing where the production is like
100%.
There's going to be four or 8 seats on this one and 2 seats on this one.
Especially when like the gaps aren't that big. Like it's a 45-minute
Right.
gap. Like it's not like that game changing.
But dare I say, I mean, I guess, but we're at Final 5. So the fact that they
Sure.
put one team in this was crazy to me. Not it being two.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little dirty, vicious, and vile, but we see Kylan and Taylor. They get on the second flight. Taylor's stressed out about it. I'm just like, ugh, whatever. I don't care if I get hate for this. I just like do not think Taylor is a good racer. Like, I don't see her, like, this is not her show. Like, you see people who are cool and calm under pressure, but it's like Taylor seems like one of those people where it's like, yeah, she feels comfortable when she's up here, but anytime she's below that, like she's stressed, she has anxiety, she's a little bit more irritated, which very much makes sense. But I think to be a really good racer, no matter where you are in that lineup, you need to be cool, calm, collected. We saw that with Natalie and Stephanie, where once they didn't have that cushion, they were like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then they got sent home. So makes you think. So we look at challenge 1, and it's the flower challenge where they kind of have to like make a dress out of these flowers. Love this idea of a challenge. Yeah. Let me also say this. You look at these challenges even today are a little bit more complex than what we saw in Greece, where I'm like, yeah, if you're going to put bitches on a 45-minute like penalty in a way with the other flight, you better have something that's a little bit more taxing, a little bit more challenging. We didn't see that.
I was glad that we finally got something that takes a while. Even though Jack and Jazz like just do everything so fast. But yeah, like at least we had something that like they're in the heat, they're sweating, it's hard, people are there for a long time. Like that's what I like to see in Amazing Race.
Right. So the teams who do it, Jazz does it, Adam does it, Izzy, Jack, and Kylan decide to do it. Jack doing it, I thought this was an interesting choice, given you don't know what it is. But my brain kind of goes, if it's at the beginning, I feel like usually the more difficult things are a little bit at the beginning when it's solo. I don't know. That just because I feel like the last challenge we always see, it's like it's a team thing or they can get it done. Like, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't, it never seems so like mind boggling of like, this is where people catch up. It's always at the beginning. That's personally what I think. Obviously, we have to talk about Adam almost passing out. The fact that they didn't put him in the shade to begin with, I thought was crazy. But then you have to beg the question, is that giving him an advantage over the other teams because they're not in the scorching heat, they're not sweating?
But then let's just all be in the shade. Like,
wake that up. Like, literally wake that up. Like, is the sun really fucking with them that much? Like, I don't know. But so it's like,
I feel like I didn't see anyone sweating, so I was confused.
I saw like,
we had like Paige and someone be like, oh, they haven't been in this heat in a very long time, so their bodies are so hot. Like,
what's the heat? Like 80? Like, I'm from Florida, right?
Yeah. So it reminds me of the Survivor thing that we've kind of been talking about, where like Jeff keeps being like, this is the hottest season ever. And like, as a viewer, it doesn't do much for me because like I can't tell what the difference in temperature is, which makes me feel like with Amazing Race, don't put them in the sun because it doesn't change anything for me as a viewer. It doesn't make the stakes higher for me. Like, I don't care if they're in the shade.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they filmed this March, April, May. Yeah. I could be wrong, right? And like, I know Europe then, like I traveled there for 4 months. Like, it's a fairly cold. Like, you see people like you saw Paige and Izzy pack their jacket. Like, they had their little puffer on, you know. But going back to it, I feel like you give everybody shade or you give nobody shade. Like 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, because why are you putting him in the shade but nobody else? It makes it think it's supposed to be harder because it's in the heat or it's in the sun. So that's in a way given. Adam, obviously, like, he has a medical ailment 100%, but it's like, as a company, you either do it or you don't. Like, you either I wouldn't be pissed off. Like, if I'm the rest of the teams, I'm not like, this sucks. But I'm kind of like, well, if you're keeping us all there, it's because you think it should be harder for us to do it here. So now that's making me think we all should be put in the shade.
Yeah, what I will say too, though, is that he was medically had to sit out for a little bit of time. So maybe that like kind of evens out the playing field where like he has less time now. Like he wasted time kind of just sitting there. So then being in the shade maybe helps. But it didn't even seem like the shade helped him much. Like, he still was out of it. My thing with Adam is that I love these boys so much.
Say it.
Drink the orange juice. Why do you keep putting it off? Why do you keep saying no? Just like do what you need to do for your health because it's deteriorating. I don't understand. Why are you falling over? You had an opportunity. Joseph told you, drink the juice.
And going to that point, and I think Joseph said this perfectly, where he was like, Adam, if you don't rest, like you will get a stroke, you will get a heat stroke, and we are fucked, and there's no coming back from this.
We're out of the race then. So
I understand where Adam's coming from, where like he's like, I don't want to let my brother down and I want to be here. And like I get it. Like I'm very competitive. I've done sports, like I get it, but my brain has to think of it logically where there is a path we do not recover. Like there is a path you get heat stroke and they don't let us continue. This isn't like this is like medical shit, right? So for me, I'm like, Adam, take the 2 minutes, sip the orange juice, eat the candy bar or the Cliff bar, whatever you need to do to regulate yourself to feel better. It's the Snickers bar, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously, I don't have diabetes, so I don't know how that works. But like I know if your brother's telling you take 2 minutes to drink the orange juice to get your levels here, we don't want it to spike. Do that because now we have you laying down. Now we have the medic coming here. Like if you're like, okay, I'm teetering that line. Let me take a step back. Let me go in the shade.
I think it's more yes, and I think it's like a few things at once. It's like it's not just like drinking the orange juice and then like it's a fix. It's like you drink the orange juice and then you have to monitor, and then it's like a longer than like a couple minute thing. So maybe in his head he's like, let me just get this done and then I can worry about that because this is gonna take some time, like checking the levels back to back, balancing out before I hop back in.
But take the time then instead of taking the time after to be like, I literally can't do this anymore. He was like, I feel like I want to go to sleep. Like he wanted to close his eyes, you know? I just feel like do the hard thing first instead of like being forced to later.
Correct. I got a text from Kat. We love a timely queen. She's always there. So I asked her, I said about the production question, when getting tickets for flights, do you just have to get for the two of you or for your partner, or do you have to get it for the whole crew that you're with? She says, we have to get them for our camera and audio person too. So 4 total. And then she says, and this is a little fun fact, you'll only get it on reality group chat. Thank you very much. She says, and if there's any upgrades available, it would go to camera and audio person first. Fun fact, which I love.
Wow, interesting.
It's maybe running
camera and audio in first class. We love that.
As they say, time to rest the bones. Like, because
they're running too.
Baby, you know they're in fucking shape, bitch. They're probably fucking Marines, like ex-Marines up in that gig, like 100%.
Yeah. I think about that.
That's good to know. Wow, I did not expect that. I didn't think they had to get 4 tickets. That's crazy.
Yeah, very.
So that makes sense. So you have to think the flight, 16 seats already were given for the first 14.
Yeah,
if you only have 4, so now that makes it think if there's only 3 left, you're fucked. So fun fact.
I'd be like, Mama, give me the ticket. I mean, give me the camera. I'll film myself, vlog style. We don't got room for you.
Yeah, meet us when you can, Diva. No, I love that. So that was about Adam passing out. I said Jack's just gets worse. Oh, Jack's like thing just kept getting worse. Like I think when he did his first check, he had like 2 things, and then it was like
4,
and then it was like 4, and then it was 5, and I'm like, well, who's driving this fucking bus? Like, sit down, like. But for me, how I would approach it, and I think Kylan approached it a very good way, but for me, I would section it off. I would be like, let's get the middle part, the purple flowers first. Let me count individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Let me put it on my mannequin. Boom, 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 boom. Because once you're trying to count with all those flowers in there and on the bodice too, I think that's just where you're getting messed up.
Yeah, I did not understand how the miscounting. Like that was shocking to me that they were having to like recount so many times.
Just section it off one at a time to be like, let me find the stem. Let me find the like head of the circle. 1. Okay, great. 2. Okay, great. 3. Like, and whatever. Like that's how I would do it.
Yeah, I think once all of them are on there, it get like some get like hidden underneath maybe a little bit, so you can't really like tell how many of each. Yeah,
I don't know. My favorite line is Izzy's doing her check for the 5th time, and she was like, "Did I mention we can't keep flowers alive?" I don't know why I thought that was funny as fuck. I was like, "Yeah, Diva, like same, like eat it up." Also,
no, literally same. My mom just got me a plant recently, and as soon as Izzy said that, I watered my plant because I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't watered my plant in like a month. I need to do that.
And you
I
know
got an app for that. Let me send you an app.
Izzy and Paige be saving plants all over the world. Thank you so much. We love your support. We had to challenge 2, which this was like the Italian game, where they had to build a tower and do the little circle things. Who does it? Jag, Paige, Adam doing it again. We're going to wake up in 5 seconds. So we're going to wake it up because I have a theory, but we're going to wake it up in 5 seconds.
Okay.
Taylor and Chelsea. Again, just like showing, and again, the spotlight team of the week, and they're always the spotlight team of the week for me, Izzy and Paige, 100%.
Yeah.
Izzy literally going, you want talking or no talking? I mean, the communications from my Leslie's are insane, and I love them. Like, it's just, that is a good partner. What do you need from me? What can I give you in this time that will help you get this done? You let me know.
Right. And to take like no offense to it. It's like, do you want me to talk or not? I could do whatever you need in this moment because you're the one that's like doing this for us.
It's giving Kylan and Taylor take notes. Wake that up. So then I have in my notes, I say Adam doing roadblock. This is my thing. Number 1, diabolical. But number 2, I think the reason they might have done it is because they knew they were in like 2nd place at that time or 3rd place, whatever. I wonder if Adam did it because they know the next leg is the final leg before finale. And you know how, I don't know, Jordan, this is your first season watching, right? Yeah. Okay.
Well, yes.
So you have to have like an equal amount of like people who do roadblocks, right? So I wonder if they were stacking it up to be like, hey, Joseph, we're not going to have to worry about really like any type of like medical thing on the next leg. That's the leg where like we have no room for error. So maybe they were like, we have to let Adam do this so then I can do all of them next time, or even the one next time and in the finale. That's what my thought is.
Well, it was also
I think online they've said something about that, like on Twitter or something, that they did try to stack it so that Joseph could do a lot of them at the end.
And smart strategically. Yeah. I mean, given he almost medically passed out, so like that was a little crazy to be like, anyways, you're up. But I also think they weren't thinking it was going to be out in the sun or the heat again. And
he had an hour to balance out. So I mean, I think he was fine at that point.
So he probably felt good going into that like tower building one.
And he was the only one there, 100%. I do agree. I agree with this fully. I said them cheering die to Adam. I know it was like in their language, but I was like, too soon. I said,
that is crazy.
I was just like, oh no. And then he's like, yeah, maybe let's use the other word. I'm like, yeah. Like if my teammate was cheering die, I'd be like, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna take this stick of it so far up your ass, bitch. Like I'm gonna catch the circles with it in you. Like don't play these games. Like I'd be blessed. Joseph walking up to a random table and asking directions sent me. He went up to this group of girls after they were done and was like, hey, anyways, like, and honestly, when you look that good, like you should be able to go up to any table you want and ask for directions and get what you want. Like the power of like males, like, hello. But he really did. It was like, they're having a cup of tea and he's like, hey guys, anyways, we need directions. Can we use your phone? And I was like, bravery. Like there was no like, hey, are you busy? Like, can we use it? He was like,
just like, listen.
But also like perception, like there's a big camera guy.
100%. And like I think they were younger, but it was just the like he sat at the table. Like that was the gag. Like it wasn't like coming up, hey, can we use directions? It was like I'm gonna sit down here. The directions are gonna take a minute. I'm gonna order a coffee, maybe a bagel. Hey Adam, how's your blood sugar? You need anything to spike that shit up? Like he was just taking seats, bitch. And I was like, okay.
I feel like Amazing Race like definitely cures any kind of social anxiety you have because you have to ask for directions from all these random people, and at this point in the game they're probably so used to it, it's like at this point you know what we're doing, come on. And then I loved when Taylor and Kylan came and they Joseph and Adam were like, if they come back asking for directions, tell them you don't speak English.
But also what gagged me is they told them where the box was 2 seconds prior. They were like, left. But then like, if they're talking about, don't give them directions. Like, like the fuck? Like,
we helped enough. I know. I feel like Joseph and Adam are kind of, they know that they can't help people and like be in alliances that much at this stage in the game, but they also just can't help themselves because the same thing happens with Jag and Jazz where they're like, we know that we probably shouldn't be working with Jag and Jazz anymore, but like, what are we going to do? We're still working with Jag and Jazz. It's like a moral dilemma for them almost.
It really is. And it was also funny seeing the competition between Taylor and Chelsea. I was also like, but also I was like, it's not really a competition when you were there like 15 minutes before. Like, I like that's kind of what got me. Oh, I also, this is what I wanted to bring up. I didn't have this in notes, but I want to bring it up. I feel like who did the challenge? I think Jag, when he did the little spear thing, those bitches were walking. They were walking because when you saw them push those girls, they were fucking jet setting. Those people fucking on horse. It was like, yo, this is test track. This is Need for Speed, fucking NASCAR racing. I was like, what is going on? Jag was just like, 1, 2. Also, Taylor,
I feel like sometimes
to do it again. I died. Taylor was like, la 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 la. I was like, no, bitch, there's another one coming.
I feel like sometimes you benefit a lot from being the first team at one of these challenges or roadblocks or whatever, because I think sometimes maybe producers can see how the not the foreigners, the like local people are judging it, and they'll go up to them and be like, all right, we need to make sure that we're doing it a little bit faster, make sure that you're making sure that they do this thing or whatever. So I think it can either be like detriment, but I think most of the time it's usually a benefit to be there first because they're a little more lax.
I agree.
And they do have like a whole team, like almost like the dream team, but not the dream team. They have a group of producers that like go and run through all the challenges before, like heavily. I know one of them, and he said that the craziest stories. I don't know what season it was, but there was a season where he like had to go through these like swamps or something. I don't know, and it was like a test challenge, and they weren't expecting to need like boots or something, and his legs got cut up like crazy from like stuff and like the water. So before they sent the challengers in, they had to like change like it was crazy.
Wow. That must be so crazy to be a tester of these things because it's like, oh, we don't know what could go wrong. I have to be the guinea pig.
Right. But also, like, and you guys know this, but the people who say the check, that's not up to their discretion. Like, and you can catch it. There was one season my friend Karishma was on where, like, you can see the guy, like, the checker being like, he looks over to his, like, left and then he's like, good. And so I think, like, that's, like, funny where I'm over here. Like, it's, like, not up to these people being like, your dance was good. Like, they're looking over at them and they're like, good to go. After this, we have building Da Vinci's bridge. By the way, I had this. I literally had. My mom said, I was like, "What were they?" They're like Lincoln logs. I'm like, "Oh, I've like had these like miniature Lincoln logs like when I was a child."
Oh my gosh.
I'm locked in.
I really wanted to do it. Paige also said that she like has seen videos about this randomly.
And this was diabolical of Paige being like, "Oh, I've seen this before on like my YouTube algorithm." Paige, what the fuck is on your YouTube algorithm where people are building Da Vinci's fuck ass bridge?
Woodworking.
Right.
And can I say it again? Like lesbians just know how to do it all. Like it is like if you need something done, get a lesbian to do it 100%. They just know what to do. And again, I just love them for it. Izzy and Paige pushing on it to make it sturdy. I died. I was like, they finished it, and then they were like, let's like make sure it's like really sturdy. It's up.
Just
walk
check.
Away.
Yeah, just
like,
gonna check.
Like I walk away like and enough. Like I got to go. That killed me. Also Jordan being like, I was gonna leave Adam under the bridge like the troll he is. I was like,
I love that he built it around his leg, and they're like,
But I'm also here like, damn, your brother like almost like died, and you're like, you're a troll. I'd be like, today's
That's such like a sibling relationship, though. It's so like.
So,
no, like, oh my gosh, I'm scared that you're gonna die, but then you don't. Oh, okay. Well, I hate you.
No, like 100%. Like, and I know he meant nothing by it. It just made me laugh. Where like, if I'm Adam, I'd be like, I almost died. I almost passed out, and I did both of the roadblocks today. I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, I'm gonna take this Lincoln log and beat your head over it. But also,
I love that we still have them in the game. Like the fact that they almost went home 2 weeks ago is diabolical. But
it really is. And I want to say this: we do not talk a lot about Jag and Jazz just because there's nothing to talk about because of how good they are. I do want to put that out there. And honestly, I do. I really do. I love them as individuals. Like they're just good-hearted people. Like I really do believe that. Like I look at them and I'm like, y'all just seem like nice dudes. Like it's just everything. Like I think their relationship is good. I think it's obviously easy to have a good relationship when you're beasting out these challenges. But I'm just like, we have nothing to say for them because they do the challenge, they never have a hiccup, and then they go. And it's like
boring to watch. It's like, okay.
It's boring to watch, but it's also just like give them their money. Like they deserve it. Like who I would want to win at this point, Joseph and Adam. Or sorry, Izzy and Paige. Izzy and Paige, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I had a misstroke. Delete. Edit that out. Please, edit that out. No, definitely Izzy and Paige and Joseph and Adam. But guys, it is looking like potentially that we are about to have a 2-time winner of CBS Games. One person who has won Big Brother and one person who has won The Amazing Race. And that is crazy.
That would be insane.
It's not even finishing the trifecta. Bitch, you've won 2 out of 3, and you have to give some
Has anyone won 2 out of 3? I don't think so, right?
No.
Oh, Rachel. Wait, has Rachel Riley won Amazing Race?
No, she's gotten 3rd place. The only people from Big Brother to win was Claire and Derek, and then
Cody,
Jessica and Cody. So that's it.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. I mean, we knew going into it, Jag was so good at competitions in Big Brother. I mean, that's like the only reason he really won is that he didn't have a great social game, but he had a pretty good physical game.
But hey, QT, let's give him the little express pass at the beginning of the day. Good job, Taylor and Kylan. Good job.
I can't. Yeah. And then now Taylor's like, anyone who voted for us is dead to me. Like, I'm not even whatever. It's like, girl. You did this. You got us to this place. But imagine how much, I mean, yeah, we have to give Jag and Jazz the credit. It's not their fault that they're just so good at this, but imagine how much more enticing this season would be, especially like this episode alone, if Jag and Jazz weren't there. Because it was like Jag and Jazz get number 1 and they're in like a whole separate category from everyone else. That was like, we have a whole half of the episode after they win the leg, and like we could have had Paige and Izzy winning their first leg. I mean, they did the best that they've done so far, getting 2nd place, but it just, there's more of a shakeup. Now I feel like going into the finale or the finals or whatever, it's just going to be so obvious to me that it's going to take something crazy to happen for Jag and Jazz to be knocked down.
And really, Eric and
Tucker.
Thank you. We're the only ones who could stop them, and then they are gone. So that's kind of like, but you just see how much beasts of them, like Jag and Jazz are done, and like Izzy and Paige aren't even like building the tower, or they're not even at the Lincoln Log. Like they are just, and I like as a gamer, like you just have to be like, congratulate, like amazing work. Like I have to give them their 10s because you're eating it up so well. And so good for them. So our finishes are 1st place, Jag and Jazz, no surprise. Izzy and Paige, best finish from them. Joseph and Adam, Taylor and Kylan. And finally, the worst directioners I've ever seen on this fuck-ass show have now been booted, Jack and Chelsea. And I do want to say this. I think Chelsea is an amazing racer in terms of competitions. I think it would be interesting to see if she didn't have her father, how she would have done. I think if Chelsea had someone who was like at her level, or like not even at her level, but just good with directions, like Jack and Chelsea could push this shit out 100%.
They did so good at the challenges, but so bad at direction.
And Chelsea always was able to like come back and like really make a difference. We saw it last week with the Sigma challenge, or knowing the Greek alphabet. We saw it this time with the tower, like whatever. So I think that sucks. I think it would have been interesting, but she did it with her father, and I'm happy for them. So yeah, next week is the week before finale. I'm excited, and we're gonna see how it goes. I think we're all rooting for Izzy and Paige. If not Joseph and Adam, I think I'm rooting for as well. But given who deserves it the most, obviously Jag and Jazz, and that's probably what we will end up seeing, unless an act of God comes in and strikes something to happen. And
you never know.
And I guess we will know sooner or later.
And I guess we'll never know.
But guys, that is it for this episode recap of Reality Group Chat. You can follow us everywhere at Reality Group Chat. You can follow me personally everywhere at Daniel_Cusimano. You can follow QT everywhere at QUORITYLER. And you can find Jordan Staff everywhere at
He don't speak for me. You can find me everywhere at It's Jordan Staff. QT, where can everyone find you?
You can find me again at Quori-Tyler, QUORITYLER.
And you can find Daniel everywhere at Daniel_Cusimano.
Ooh, period.
And that's just what men do. Speak for us. Wake that up, everybody. Guys, that is all we have for you today. Make sure to follow and like everywhere. Again, we will be recapping once the new year starts. We're going to be recapping Traders, which is so exciting. Drag Race for the first time. It is going to be so lit, so tit. We're going to have some special guests on for some Drag Race episodes.
We have not had a special guest in so long.
For any of Survivor or Amazing Race.
And guess what?
I mean, to be fair, it's because our recording schedule has been so like.
But also, what are the special guests going to say? Jag and Jazz ate up. Like, we know.
Yeah.
We know. But guys, that is all we have for you today, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
You were brighter than the whole sky.
Guys, this has been so lovely.